welcome. So today's video will make lots and lots of people very happy because it was highly requested and it has been requested from a very long time. So finally we've got to it, and the reason why I couldn't do it was because I was waiting for Rishi to be in this video, and finally I caught hold of him. So this is Hyperloop 1 in India, and it says first country to have a Hyperloop. So now guys, let's check. I have no clue what Hyperloop is, and I'm sorry to say that, but before I make a guess as to what it is, let's check out what these two guys think about what Hyperloop is. So we'll start first with Rishi the Great. So Rishi, what do you think they're talking about? What do you think is Hyperloop?
Hyperloop is like, I don't know, maybe even like they can read each other's mind. I don't know.
You have to guess. You don't say I don't know. But so
you
you
can
think
read each other's mind. How am I supposed to guess?
so? He's thinking Hyperloop means that you can read each other's mind. So you can just sit there and read what he's thinking. So I can, by Hyperloop, read Rishi's mind. Okay. Now let's go on to Dada's side and see what he thinks. So Dada, what do you think is Hyperloop?
I think there used to be a concept of Hyperloop where you would have a tunnel, and in that tunnel you will have some kind of transportation that can go very fast, and it is actually a little bit above the ground, like a hover, like you used to have the hover concept. So Hyperloop is something where an capsule or something, the travel capsule can go very fast across that. And that Hyperloop technology, I think, is coming. It's in the US also.
Huh?
And yes,
Is it? I
in
didn't
Colorado
know.
itself, there's a technology. It's a trial to go between two cities. They're trying out the Hyperloop.
Where? I don't even know this. Why didn't you share it with us?
And in fact, I think Amazon is also involved in doing the Hyperloop, and there are other competitors who are also trying to build some Hyperloop kind of stuff. So it is in trial. It's going on and trying to improve the technology, but essentially it's a very, for example, from here to, they were saying, for example, from San Francisco to Los Angeles, they'll be able to go in probably 1 hour. So something like that.
Wow. Okay. So looking at his definition, it looks he already knew it. Because mine, what I thought is way, way different. I'll tell you what. And do not laugh. Both of you are not going to laugh. And you guys are not going to laugh. He's already, he always laughs at me. Anyway, what I thought, and I thought I was very intelligent thinking that way. So it says Hyperloop. So hyper means, Rishi knows how to break words. Hyper means?
Beyond.
Hyper means fast. Or maybe high.
That's not.
So,
that's what
okay, this is what I was thinking. Okay, you stop correcting me now. So hyper means something that is hyper, I was thinking would be probably fast, and loop means like you're going in a loop, right? Round and round. So I thought it would be some kind of a thing that would go in a loop, but very fast.
Okay.
And I probably thought it would be like a roller coaster or something.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there are many stuff like in Disney where they
yeah,
put it-
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's the point?
So this was what I was thinking. I was like, this would be something really, really fast loop, and India is probably the first country to get it. So it seems now
Still,
as
we don't know what is it. So
I
let's
think
watch
he's
and
going
see.
to be
Well,
correct.
I was judging based on this image.
Okay, so the image that you'll also see it. So the one on the screen is this guy who's got some red tikka or something on his forehead from up all the way to his nose. And the other girl is, what, let me do with him. She's holding like this.
Oh,
So it's
really?
like, that's how she is, right? So as if she's trying to read that person's mind.
How nice.
So that's how he interpreted. Pretty smart, right? But let's go ahead and now watch this video, because once we get to talking, it's hard for us to stop. So let's go ahead and watch this video first.
Even before 4000 BC, humans have been creating alternate modes of transportation. The invention of the wheel around 3500 BC changed the way we traveled, but it was not until the 17th and 18th centuries that humans stopped relying on animals and introduced many new and modern types of transportations like bicycles, trains, and cars. Since then, technology has progressed rapidly, and we've been able to reach speeds that were once thought of as fiction. 55 years ago, the launch of the world's first super-fast bullet train changed the way we travel forever. In the line of new inventions in transportation, a new and rapid land transportation technique is taking shape in one of the first human civilizations, India. Yes,
First human
India will
civilization,
reportedly
India.
have the world's first fully functional fifth mode of transportation, the Hyperloop. In 2013, Elon Musk, the famed entrepreneur and
Tesla.
CEO of companies such as Tesla and SpaceX, came up with an idea for a vacuum and maglev-powered, super-fast train that would travel through a tube. Ever since, many companies and entrepreneurs tried and worked very hard to make it a reality. Virgin Hyperloop 1, founded by Brogan Van Brogan, Josh Geigel, and Shervin Pishavar, is the first company to find success after building a test track in the Nevada desert and completed test trial runs successfully in 2017. The
Wow.
concept of the Hyperloop is not new. In fact, many designs for underground rapid transits were designed in the 17th century when the world's first artificial vacuum was invented. But those designs never saw the light of day due to financial and technological constraints. So why is the Hyperloop such a big deal? The Hyperloop is a new form of ground transport, which could see passengers traveling at 700 miles per hour in floating pods within low-pressure tubes. There are two major differences between the Hyperloop and traditional rail. The pods carrying passengers travel through tubes or tunnels, which most of the air has been removed to reduce friction. This
Oh.
allows pods to travel at up to 750 miles per hour. Rather than using wheels like a train or car, the pods are designed to float on air skis, using the same basic idea as an air hockey table, or use magnetic levitation to reduce friction. On July 31st, the Maharashtrian government gave the final nod of approval to begin construction on the Hyperloop between India's financial capital Mumbai and Pune, which are approximately 200 kilometers or 125 miles apart. The authorities have tagged it a public infrastructure project, much like roads, bridges, and railways, setting it up to be the first commercial Hyperloop project in the world. The Mumbai-Pune Hyperloop is expected to slash the 3.5-hour travel time between the two cities to 35 minutes. Many routes for
Wow.
Hyperloop were planned around the world, but this will be the first project to gain full clearance. Apart from Virgin Hyperloop 1, a group of Chinese scientists are attempting to construct a pneumatic underwater train. In 2017, researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences proposed a submarine rail project that would run at a theoretical speed of 1,240 miles per hour, much faster than Musk's Hyperloop concept. However, this is currently just speculation.
So guys, before we start talking about this video, I think we should go ahead and watch another video which I would like us to watch. So let's go ahead and watch that video, and then after that we'll start our reaction or our analysis or our chat. So let's go ahead and watch this. Detailed. So it's telling you what all is taking place in India regarding this Hyperloop. Wow, from 3 hours it will become under 30 minutes travel time. And they can depart several times a minute.
Yeah, back to back they will come.
Lots of jobs. So friends, this was a really short video, but I wanted to see, because it explained like what steps have been taken, and that was like in 2018. Most of the stuff that I saw, the date was like 2018, so last year onwards. So it looks like the project is underway. Hopefully it will finish real fast, but I was amazed. I had no clue that such a technology or such an idea also existed, that you have you are creating a kind of a vacuum, and then you have a pod, and then it will take you at such a high speed, and what takes you like 3 hours will take less than 30 minutes. So that is just mind-blowing, amazing. And when they showed that pod, that sitting thing, it looked like a sci-fi thing. I mean, you look at that seat, one single seat, one behind the other, and the way it was totally like a sci-fi movie. It looked as if I have stepped into Star Trek or Star Wars or, any spaceship or something like that. So this is amazing. It looks like the dreams that we had, They are coming into reality. I'm so glad that this is happening during our lifetime. Because I remember at times I keep telling Rishi, Rishi, we will be dead, but probably in your lifetime you might be having flying cars like you see in movies. But it's not going to happen during our lifetime, but you will probably be lucky to watch it. But now I'm like, wow, we are lucky to watch this. This is just amazing. And if this happens in US, we don't have to go to, expensive places like LA or New Jersey or Manhattan. We can just stay here in Colorado, and Rishi could probably go to his school,
Which is
sitting in
all the way-
Hyperloop all the way to New Jersey in just a few minutes and come back in the evening. This would be just amazing. So I'm just wondering, I still can't believe it. I think it's just like a dream, or I'm, just imagining things. But once this comes into place, wow, it's simply wow, mind-blowing. Rishi, what do you have to say?
It would like reduce travel times a lot.
Hmm.
So basically everything's faster with more production and stuff.
Anything else? Aren't you excited, man? Don't you want to do
I've
this?
never seen anything like that before, but yeah, I want it to happen, but
It is happening because
Yeah.
they're saying it's happening in India. It's already underway. But I just hope it's a success. I mean, is that really possible?
yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, even in Colorado, they are doing this between Colorado Springs and Denver, and they probably say that in 5-10 minutes you'll be reaching from one city to the other. And I think there are many competitors. That's right. Elon Musk is one of the persons who started the idea. And I mean, not the idea. There were many people who had the idea, but they never thought it was going to work. But Elon really thought that it can be done, so he took more interest in this. And then many other companies and competitors have also come to try to beat that. And but in US, it is not passed all the checks of the transport agencies whether it is safe for human beings to use. So now it is an experimental stage, and
Oh. So it's
and-
already made,
yeah,
and they're doing it in experimental.
yeah, they've already made
experimenting it.
yeah, they've already made the tunnels, and every day they are doing trials to make it safe for human beings. Looking at a lot of things they'll have to solve. For example, what if it freezes in the middle? What if it breaks? What if they will have to do?
What if there's a hole in the tunnel and stuff?
You will have, yeah, so they will have to try out many times to see. For example, any time an airplane is only allowed to go international when they have done certain amount of hours domestically. It's not like you take a brand new plane and you can fly it to international. You cannot.
Yeah.
You have to do many rounds within here. First you start with empty rounds and you start putting people in it. So similarly they have some government regulations so that people's lives are not at risk. It's a great concept, but they wanted to make sure nobody dies
And it's safe.
and it is safe and it is doable. What happens in case of emergency, if something shuts down, who's going to come in the middle of the way to help? So they have to think about many things and then do that. So it is already in progress in many places in the US, but it has not become a public transportation as of now. It will in the future once they're able to go through all the hoops, get the number of miles that they have traveled and made sure that it is safe. Yeah.
Wow.
But the concept is, as I mean, she was saying, that is the best, that you can work in Manhattan, but you can stay in New Jersey, or even further. New Jersey is not that costly, but Manhattan is. Similarly, Los Angeles is very costly, San Francisco is very costly, but people can just people can stay in San Francisco. I mean, can stay in Sacramento and go to San Francisco in probably 5 minutes. They'll be like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
it's a
the thing
5-minute
is-
drive.
But the thing is, like, if it's like not like if it it's like cars which release pollution and stuff, if it like
Yeah.
also has some sort
Yeah.
of pollution thing.
Yeah, it does not, because
then
it's
it'll make,
magnetic,
like-
right? So it's a magnetic. They are
Yeah.
flying
They
over
said
it.
it is emission free.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
emission free means no
Yeah.
pollution.
So
Yes,
there
but-
is.
but then there are problems, like what if there's nobody living in one city and everyone and only like nobody's living there, but only people are coming for work and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So I mean,
Are
this
you
is
sure?
this is not the only. It is all supply and demand. If the demand
Yeah.
goes high, then eventually things will. Initially, it's going to be costly. It won't be. So they have to think about how to make it that each person can afford it,
Yeah.
right? And then there are geography will change. People will
Yeah,
say,
like
I
you
can just
said.
stay here and
Why
go
would I
and
go
work.
and
live over
live in
there.
such an expensive place?
Yeah.
Maybe people will move out of it then,
Yeah.
because most of the people are living in these expensive areas
Because of their work.
because of their work, and they have no other choice. But if this travel mode, which is so much faster, happens, then they won't live in that expensive place. They'll start moving out of that city and they'll say, I can reach there in 20 minutes because that's equal to the drive that we do in car for your school. It's like 45 minutes, guys, for him, one way. So if we can travel 45 minutes one way for his school, then having a mode of transport like this and taking you from one city to another. I mean, one city to another in such time. Who wants to move then to an expensive place?
So it'll be similar to trains, right? I mean, you have big cities have local trains, and the houses are all near the train stations. It is similar in Mumbai. In Mumbai, people want to live near a train station so that they can just go to the train and go. So it will depend upon how good they're able to do, how vast the network is, where people can just take a pass, just enter, sit and go and come back.
Yeah.
And the benefit of trains obviously is if a person can sit and calmly work, is that they don't get tired because they don't have to drive in traffic. They don't have to because the person who's driving is getting really tired when going longer distances. So trains are good. People can just go. It's like just sit over there, do work, and you reach there.
And this was like sci-fi sitting.
Yeah.
You were sitting in a sci-fi
And maybe they're like maybe eventually if this works out, then it could be like stations, like every home is connected to
possible.
one of those, and you could go anywhere. Go to Walmart, except you just go in this small train, takes you like 30 seconds.
30 seconds and you're there. That would happen in near future. Who knows? Once this actually starts working, then there is
right
no
in front
end.
of your house,
Right in front of your house.
Instead of cars.
Yeah, instead of
you
cars.
have your own pod for yourself.
Oh wow, own pod for yourself.
Every person in their house.
Like in every home today, you get gas to burn to cook and stuff, right? Gas, electricity. Maybe every home will get a connection to the pod. You go in your home, you open the pod, you sit and you cook.
You are like instead of a car, instead of garage where you have your car, you've got your pod. You just sit in that pod and you just put down where you want to go, and it will take you there. Oh my God, this is just amazing. Oh my God.
I think it take a long time.
No, I hope not. I just hope not, guys. But this is amazing. Now I'm going to go into my dream world, and I'm going to do also some research as to when is this going to happen, because I can't wait.
Estimated date tomorrow. Yes.
It's not going to be tomorrow, that's for sure.
If it is,
but hopefully in a year or two. I'm hoping just a year or two that it will happen, and then we can use it. And I just hope it's not that expensive. Like
$3,000.
I mean, not that expensive. Like they show those luxurious trains that are so expensive and beyond us, but
maybe
cheap.
they will be more. It'll probably be more expensive than those, because
maybe initially, but once they get into it, they'll make it cheaper. Then it will be like just normal traveling by trains. So looking forward to this, and guys, thank you so much for recommending this. So I and Rishi were way out of our guess of what this was.
I was just looking at this.
He was just looking at
that
the
didn't
video.
even appear in the video.
So and I was looking at the word Hyperloop, but this smart person had already knew it.
No, I mean, I think it's not smart. I think if anybody is reading newspapers every day,
now he's going.
Nobody cares.
Everybody's reading news every day, then they will.
So we are not reading news. Me and my son are not reading news every day. But I'm going to go ahead and we are going to have a little tiny fight, because when he read this, I am a little disappointed that why did he not share this great, awesome news with us as soon as he read it.
Well, I have the answer, because it is experimental. I was like, hey, let them succeed.
And then he'll share it with us.
Let them actually do something where people can buy a ticket and
I
do
go
it.
to school, everybody knows I'm the only one who doesn't know about it.
Okay. So, but guys, so he is not as good as you guys are. You shared this news with us, but he didn't. He was waiting for it to come out of the experimental stage, but you guys immediately shared with us. So you are a real family, Rishi. They are the real family. Yeah. So thank you guys for recommending this video. Really loved it. Very informative. And oh my God, I'm going into my dream world. So I'll meet you in the next video in my Hyperloop. Okay guys, bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!